Abundant natural resources like minerals and hydrocarbons can be an economic boon for a country. Yet many resource-dependent countries are amongst the poorest in terms of GDP per capita and human development. Companies and governments in these countries can have exclusive access to information on the impact and financials of the extractive sector. This lack of transparency makes public scrutiny difficult and breeds corruption. Some of these countries can also get entangled in violent conflict. Far from enjoying the benefits of natural resources, these countries suffer from what is called the resource curse. Transparency and accountability initiatives have been used as an antidote to the resource curse, but there's very little evidence on the impact of these initiatives. 3IE, with support from the UK Department for International Development and the William and Flora Hewlett Foundation, took on the challenge. We developed the Transparency and Accountability Evidence Program to evaluate the role of information disclosure and deliberation interventions for increasing citizen knowledge, awareness, and demand for accountability. We funded evaluations of these initiatives in Ecuador, Ghana, India, Mozambique, Peru, Tanzania, and Uganda.
Evaluating top-down transparency and accountability interventions in the extractive sector is generally difficult because most of the time these interventions are voluntary and are also applicable to all the stakeholders in the sector. In the 3IE evidence program, what we focus is the bottom-up community-level interventions to fill the evidence gap in the sector.
3IE carried out a synthesis of these evaluations to understand the crucial factors influencing the success and failure of these initiatives. The synthesis study shows that information campaigns are crucial for raising citizen awareness, but they are not enough. Information campaigns that are combined with platforms for deliberating the new information are important for increasing citizen knowledge and the demand for accountability and collective action. We also found that if information is only provided to leaders, it does not always trickle down to citizens.
In Mozambique, the study used a behavioral game to assess how the elites responded when the information is provided only to them. And the game showed that there was a preference for corruption and embezzlement and also preference for fewer appointments of women in public services. So what needs to be done here is information should be provided to the citizens, but just not the elite alone. And also the implementing agency should ensure that the passive information flow should be combined with active deliberations that will lead to action points for the communities and the local government agencies to act upon.
Sustainable Development Goal 16 recognizes the importance of transparent and accountable institutions that engage in participatory decision-making. 3IE's work highlights that evidence on the effectiveness of transparency and accountability initiatives is important for the extractive sector. It can help mitigate the resource curse, bring genuine prosperity to citizens, and ensure that we make extractives more inclusive.